Yuzuha! Here to pick up materials for Uncle Balrong again? Seems like you've been the one picking things up these days.
My dad's been having some back pain lately, so I've been running errands for him.
But if you keep skipping school, won't you get expelled?
You're one to talk. Careful, or I'll have Kama replace all your favorite Bubble Pop candy with rubber. Actually, we were supposed to be doing our Hollow internships these days. But since Lemnian Hollow's been unsafe lately, they ended up canceling everything and just marked us all as qualified.
Wow, your luck's still better than ever, huh? My brother failed his Hollow internship 3 times last year. For a while, just seeing the Hollow from a distance made him nauseous. Oh, right! What kind of materials are you picking up today, Yuzuha? Check out this piece of high-grade lumite ore I've got. Ajang snatched it from a white-haired ghost woman in the Hollow just last night.
What? A white-haired ghost woman?
That's right! He was hauling cargo in the Hollow for poor Salumex, and somehow stumbled upon a huge pile of lumite ore. So he started gathering the stones one by one, and then a shaky, wobbly figure started drifting toward him from a distance. It was a ghost woman with long white hair, bird-like wings, and golden feathers. But in the blink of an eye, she vanished. And just then, Ajang suddenly felt a shiver crawl down the back of his neck. Ow! Yuzuha, why'd you flick me? Weren't you the one who said that the most important part of the porcelain business isn't selling goods, but selling stories?
That story was awful. And didn't you go around last week telling everyone you heard strange moaning sounds on the mountain paths nearby? Your story sure changed quick.
That one wasn't a lie. Mello, Dante, and I all heard it, and not just once.
What? Strange moaning sounds? On the mountain path? Uh-huh. You said that one wasn't a lie. Which means the ghost story's mostly made up, right?
You're trying to trick me again. But seriously, Ajang really did get spooked by something all pale and ghosty last night. I'm not making that up.
All right. I'll take this piece off your hands. When my dad turns it into jewelry, I'll give this story a proper rewrite, okay? I promise it'll be weird and thrilling enough. But in exchange, you've got to tell me something. Take a look at this piece. This was part of the last batch delivered to my place. Do you remember who brought it in?
That wasn't one of mine. Probably from Mello or Uncle Afang. Anyways, if there's nothing else, I'm gonna head out.
Let's go. Thanks.
So, are we going to go ask them one by one now?
Yeah, let's split up and ask around. Monato and I will go find Uncle Afang. And Belle, you go with Lady Alice to check with Mello. If it turns out to be his, make sure to get the exact time and place he found the piece.
Let's go!
It's really fixed! Hello, little one. Can you tell us where this porcelain shard came from? No. Huh? It's important to keep your word, little one. You understand that, right?
But my mom said Porcelumex doesn't allow outsiders around here these days. So if I see any suspicious strangers, I'm not supposed to talk to them. And I never seen you before. But just look at her. Such a graceful, elegant lady clearly wouldn't be a bad person.
Thank you for the compliments. But I doubt that's a convincing reason to trust us. Hey, little one. Actually, we know Miss Yuzuha, the daughter of Mystic Wares' owner, Mr. Ukinami Balrong. We came here with her today.
And you say you're not suspicious. Uncle Balrong's last name is Lee, not Ukinami. You didn't even know that Yuzuha was adopted. How am I supposed to believe anything you say? So Yuzuha was adopted. No wonder her name feels so different from Uncle Balrong's. I thought it was maybe something to do with her mother's side.
You can trust them, Mello. They really did come here with me.
Yuzuha!
You know where this dark piece of porcelain came from, don't you?
Yeah, I do. Dante found it. He thought this piece of porcelain must be valuable, and I said it wasn't. That's how we got into a fight. He broke my toy, and I smashed his Denny gun. Is there something wrong with this piece of porcelain, Yuzuha? Dante didn't get himself into trouble, did he? Don't worry, he's not in any trouble. This piece is actually really valuable, so we just want to ask where he found it.
That's right. No need to worry about your friend.
So Dante just got lucky, huh?
Funny how the moment you know your friend's okay, all that lingering resentment bubbles right back up. That's kids for ya! But Mello, have I ever told you? I really can't stand stingy boys.
Come on, Yuzuha. You know me. I'm the most generous boy around. All right. I'll go make up with Dante. Gotta run.
Now that we've got some more info, let's hurry and find Dante! Ukinami Balrong! I was dying trying not to laugh earlier. What a ridiculous name! Now I want to tell my dad, just to see his reaction! Miss Ukinami, I'm truly sorry. We didn't mean to pry into your personal matters. It's all right. Being adopted is just a fact of life. Besides, for someone like me who had nowhere to go, being taken in by someone as nice as my dad, I'd say I'm pretty lucky, don't you think? What I don't get is, couldn't a family as prestigious as the Timefields send someone else to Waifei Peninsula? Why did it have to be you? Because there aren't many left of us in the family. My father passed away in an accident years ago, so now it's just me and my grandfather. And he's currently ill. I see. Seems like things haven't been easy for you either. Anyway, you don't need to dwell on my background. Constantly apologizing makes you seem unsure of yourself. You're a noble lady, and you've had a great education. So, show some confidence, all right? Yes, I will. All right, then. Let's get going.
Where is Dante's place?
It's up there, very close.
Miss Isolde, do you think this Denny gun can be fixed?
Of course. I used to be in the military and have repaired guns much more complicated than this. The trigger link is misaligned, that's all. I'll just take it apart and realign it for you. All right, that should do it. Hand me a Denny, Dante. I'll fire a test shot.
Here you go.
Well, it seems our four friends over there sure know how to stay quiet. Perhaps I'll have to say, the next shot will be a life round!
Turns out you already knew we were here, Miss Isolde. Since you're a military representative, I didn't expect that you would violate Porcelumex's restrictions to come here.
Taking the initiative, I see. You seem like quite the experienced negotiator, Miss Bell. But you're right. I came to Siloon Bay in secret, just like the rest of you. Now that we all have a little leverage on each other, how about I start by showing some goodwill? I actually came here to visit Dante's family. His uncle used to be my comrade in the military.
Miss Isolde isn't a bad person, Yuzuha. Don't worry. She's come to visit us every year for as long as I can remember. I didn't expect you to be a regular visitor here. You had us fooled. When we met you and the elevator technician earlier, we thought it was your first time visiting Waifei Peninsula.
I was sent to show the military's goodwill, so it's best not to cause any unnecessary trouble. I'll be here waiting for Dante's mother to get off work. Feel free to take care of whatever you need nearby.
What's going on? Why is there a crowd in front of our house? Yuzuha? Monato? Oh, Miss Isolde! You're here too?
It's been a while, Aitana.
Yeah, it's already been another year. I can't believe you still made it to Siloon Bay given how strict Porcelumix has become lately. Why haven't you invited everyone inside, Dante? Hey, what are you doing with that gun again? Didn't you promise Mommy that you wouldn't play with that anymore?
But Aya and Mello both have toys. How am I supposed to be friends with them without my Denny gun? And I don't get it. Why do you want me to grow up and join the Defense Force, Mom?
You little stinker! What did you just say? Get back here! Sorry you had to see that.
Dante said he wants to join the Defense Force someday?
Yeah, he's always asking me to tell him stories about his uncle. To him, his dad is nothing special. It's his uncle who's the real hero, even though he had never met him.
How have you all been lately?
Well, we're getting by. His father and I both work, and now Dante's old enough to gather porcelain scraps with the other kids and make a bit of money too.
Here, take this. Use it to help with the household expenses.
Is this your money? Or compensation from the Defense Force?
Compensation from the Defense Force.
That's a lie. If the Defense Force were going to give us compensation, they would have done it ages ago. This isn't the respect my brother deserves. You can keep the money. Sometimes No, not just sometimes. Ever since the fall of the old capital, I've always felt that my brother died for nothing, and everything you all fought for was meaningless.
That's not true, Aitana. If it weren't for Maxim and the others who fought beside him, kids like Dante wouldn't even have the freedom to run on the beach today. Of course, after the fall of the old capital, not only did the Defense Force have to cope with heavy losses, but also public criticism for failing to contain the collapse, which continues to this day. The Defense Force has neither provided proper compensation to grieving families, nor upheld the honor of the soldiers who gave their lives. To me, that's a serious failure of duty. I'm sorry. You should have been able to live somewhere better, but there's nothing I can do.
The fact that you still remember your old comrades and come to visit me every year means a lot. I wasn't planning to bring up all this old stuff, but that little troublemaker got me all stirred up again. The past is the past. All we can do is let go of it, right? I still have Dante and his father, after all. I guess it's better to keep looking forward.
Yes, you're right. You still have so many important things in this world.
Yuzuha, sorry about that. I got caught up seeing an old friend and left you all waiting. Is there something I can help you with?
We actually came to see Dante. Just wanted to ask him about a piece of porcelain he found earlier. Nothing serious.
I see. He did go running off, but I can practically guarantee that he went to the beach. If you're not in a rush, feel free to come and sit down for a bit. He'll come back once he's calmed down.
Thanks, but we'll head down to the beach and check on him. Kids his age often have a lot more on their minds than we might think.
After hearing all that, I feel a bit different.
So, Miss Isolde used to be a soldier, and it seems like she's been through a lot.
Dante, so this is where you went.
Minato? Yuzuha? What are you doing here?
We came just to ask you about a piece of porcelain you found. Of course, we were also kind of worried about you, so we thought we'd check up on you.
If you wanted to cheer him up, Minato, then you shouldn't have mentioned the first part.
That's just how Minato is. Thanks, you guys. I know Mom is worried. What happened to my uncle still haunts her. She doesn't want to put anyone else in danger or see someone sacrifice themselves and not be respected for it. I know how much Mom's been through. Miss Isolde told me that after the fall of the old capital, many military families like ours were left struggling without their main source of support and had to drift from place to place. But I want to join the Defense Force to help make it better. Mom had to let go because she couldn't do anything about it, but I want to change that. I want to make sure they never hurt anyone again.
But it won't be easy to achieve. This city is far more complicated than we can imagine.
Let time gradually shape the child's dream.
Miss Isolde, what are you doing out here? Are you leaving already?
Yes, I just received a call, and someone from Porcelumex wants to meet with me. They're probably trying to probe the military's position again. I'd better head back quickly. Your mom is worried about you. If you aren't really mad at her, then you should head back soon.
Yeah, I know. By the way, Yuzuha, what was it you wanted to ask about the piece of porcelain?
Do you remember this? Where did you get it from?
Oh, that? I caught it when I was fishing from a boat 3 days ago. It was near that small reef island about 3 kilometers from shore. I was out there for a while and saw the shard drifting from the direction of the hollow.
If I'm not mistaken, this looks like a shard of an obscura. Was it made in Waifei Peninsula? I think I get why you came to Silum Bay now. You don't need to explain further. There are some things I'd prefer not to know.
Thank you for understanding.
I've got a question. Why would an obscura shard drift out from the hollow in the first place? Oh, Lemnian Island is actually connected to several water systems, and there are even underground rivers. This shard probably fell into the water and got swept out with the current. But since the hollow covers such a huge area, it'd be hard to pinpoint exactly where it drifted from.
Let's have Fairy map out all the nearby hollow exits later. But figuring out exactly which one the obscura shard came from might still take some time.
There is actually a way to calculate where it came from. By the way, Dante, Since your mom doesn't want you playing with a Denny gun, and it keeps breaking anyway, why don't you sell it to me? You can use the money to buy a new toy instead.
I mean, sure, I guess. But, Miss Isolde, what do you want a Denny gun for?
It might come in handy for these older folks. Here, Miss Bell, take it.
Miss Isolde? What are we supposed to...
Raise the gun and fire a shot far out toward the sea, in a direction perpendicular to the shoreline.
Look! The toy Denny you fired is floating on the water!
Start timing it now. After a while, it will drift back to shore. But due to the combined effects of the hollow's changing tides and the wind, it won't come directly back. It'll drift off course. Let me check today's hollow activity report. It's almost the same as it was the morning of 3 days ago. Plus, the wind speed in the area stays pretty stable during this season, so the conditions should be relatively equivalent. The toy Denny has about the same density as the Obscura shard, so once we measure where and when the Denny washes ashore, we can calculate the water's flow and work backwards to find the hollow's exit.
Wow. I don't really get everything you said, but it sounds like we're pretty lucky.
It's probably thanks to Yuzuha. She's always crazy lucky. Like, if it's raining and she forgot her umbrella, it would always stop by the time school's out. And once, she somehow got an extra bottle of soda every time she bought one from the machine for an entire month. Maybe that piece of porcelain drifted out of the hollow just because Yuzuha needed it.
What's up, Monato? What's with the,
Oh, it's nothing.
No way! You definitely have something on your mind. Out with it! 3, 2, 1!
It's nothing, really. I just suddenly remembered your last name.
Miss Ukinami's last name? Oh, right. It's different from Dad's surname, Lee. He said it'd sound way too weird if I were named Lee Yuzuha. He wouldn't be able to forgive himself for giving a kid such a ridiculous name. So he gave me a name based on my own story instead.
Mr. Lee sounds like quite the interesting person. So, Ukinami is a surname based on your history?
That's right. I drifted in from the sea, and my dad found me on the beach here in Sailoon Bay. Hence, Ukinami, floating on the waves.
I see. So, were you in a shipwreck before that?
No. Didn't you know? There's actually a dragon palace inside the Lemnian Hollow. And I'm the princess. Every day, I lived happily under the care of my loyal retainers. But one day, a lost traveler wandered into the palace and told me all about the human world beyond its walls. I decided to leave with him on a whim. But once I arrived in the human world, I forgot where the Dragon Palace was and ended up becoming what you all call an orphan.
That kind of sounds like a Lemnian Hollow version of some old legend or folktale.
Not kinda sounds like. It is one.
Oh, come on. Just because you've heard me tell this story before doesn't mean you have to ruin the moment like that. Still, it is kind of amazing. The tide always seems to carry all sorts of things to this beach. Me, that Obscura shard, we both ended up here the same way.
Phew, we finally managed to calculate it. I've nearly forgotten everything I learned about terrain analysis in the military after not using it for so many years.
Thank you for your insights, Miss Isolde. You've been a great help.
No need to thank me. Miss Timefield, You look much more lively than back at the banquet. Seems being around someone your own age really does make a difference. All right, everyone. I'll be heading off now. Make sure to take care of yourselves.
All right. Since we've pinpointed where the Obscura floated out of the hollow, how about we head in and take a look?
Great idea. There's still some time before nightfall. Even just scouting ahead a bit would be good.
Miss Yuzaha, are you going into the hollow? Then take our boat. Mello and Ayuba would be happy to help out however they can.
There it is! There's a drainage pipe up ahead. We're on the right track.
The higher we go up the mountain, the more pipes are buried underground. It's becoming harder to spot them.
Sorry. Fairy can roughly estimate the direction of the pipes, but due to limited holo data of this area, we can't pinpoint their exact locations. Belle, we've cleared out quite a bit of miasma along the way. Are you still holding up okay?
Don't worry, I'm fine.
This place is some distance from the industrial port where porcelain is made, and it's really well hidden.
According to the records, there used to be a materials lab around here that was shut down years ago. It seems the ether concentration in the area remained stable and within safe limits, at least until the miasma started increasing. Due to its advanced facilities, the materials lab once had long-term researchers stationed there, and scholars were often invited to visit as well.
What if the lab was never actually shut down, and it was instead turned into an illegal porcelain production facility?
Sounds like something Porcelumex would do. All right, let's keep heading upstream.
Let's move then.
Please be aware of ether activity limits.
Watch your back!
We've been walking forever. We should have run into some enemies by now.
You actually sound kind of excited about it, Monato.
I mean, when you're fighting these guys, you don't have to hold back. It's...
We should be able to sniff out some clues around here with our technique.
The tracks lead right up to here. Let's look around and see if there are any other tracks. Watch out! More ethereals have appeared.
More than the ethereals. I'm curious to see if that door up ahead can be opened.
open. Let's go. More tire tracks here. We're definitely heading in the right direction.
The miasma around here is getting pretty thick. And there are more monsters, too.
They were hauling stuff around in a place like this? That's just begging for trouble.
Your opponent is me!
Though we're not exactly in a much better spot ourselves.
Wow! Mr. Komono is throwing shade at himself. Whoa! Our princess is throwing shade?
Never mind. It's probably better if I just keep quiet.
Road ends ahead.
More monsters.
Let's wipe them out ASAP and see what clues we can dig up around here. Got this, Alice! Time for a surprise! There might be a passage behind that miasma. Move with the blade. You're gonna pay! Adjust your breathing. Solid hit. Score one for me.
Check out what's behind that miasma.
Is this really as far as we can go? This can't be right. It's not like me to have such bad luck.
Don't worry, everyone. We might not be able to crack the elevator's passcode, but Fairy and I checked the terrain nearby. The cliff behind us isn't that steep. There's definitely a way to get over the cliff, but it'll take a bit of time to figure out the best route. And none of us brought proper climbing gear.
All right then, let's head back for today. It's getting dark.
Yeah, the hollow gets even more dangerous at night. Best not to stick around. Let's get ready to head back. Time to go, my lady. Milady! Ah! You scared me! You're the one who scared me! Why were you just standing there, zoning out like that? It's just that... I just felt that label in the crate looked oddly familiar. Like, I've seen it somewhere before.
Are some memories coming back?
No, I'm sure I saw it recently, but I just can't seem to recall anything now. My apologies for the delay. Let's leave the hollow as soon as we can. We finally made it back to Phylum Heights. It's already dark now.
Great work, everyone.
You too. Good job on keeping up with us all this way. And hey, our princess was actually more useful than I thought. Thanks. Since there's nothing more we can do today, let's just call it.
All right, I'll contact you as soon as we finish calculating the route.
Excuse me. Sorry to bother you all, but are you Miss Alice Timefield?
Yes, that's me. And you are...
Oh, I'm a concierge from Porcelumix in charge of receiving guests. We just received a package addressed to you.
A package? Where was it sent from?
I'm very sorry. There's no sender information on the package, and due to its size, it's not easy to move. So, for now, we've had to store it in our warehouse. If possible, would you mind coming with me to take a look? Since it was sent specifically to Waifei Peninsula, it might be something important.
All right, understood. If you'll excuse me, I'll take my leave for now. The place where the package is stored. How far is it exactly?
We're almost there. Sorry for the trouble. Since the package is quite large, we wanted to be careful. In case something goes wrong during the delivery. What on earth?
I didn't think we'd actually be right.
You didn't seriously believe we'd let our guard down around you, did you?
You're here, Belle.
What's the situation inside?
Well, it feels like we witnessed a whole new side of Master Pan. Master Pan must have watched a ton of crime dramas. He even said lines like, "Lighter sentence if you confess, harsher if you resist. Want some fried rice?" And, "Sorry, I'm a mystic."
Are you all right, Alice? Being the bait must have been pretty scary.
There's no need to worry. I'm quite all right. I may not be the best at dealing with unexpected situations, but thankfully, we were prepared for this one.
By the way, did you guys feel anything?
What do you mean?
You mean the guy that's following us? So you also felt as if we were being followed?
Yeah. At first I thought I was just being paranoid because we ran into Miss Timefield and Miss Isolde. But now it's clear we've had a tail since this morning. What should we do? Should we get him?
We could go for it, sure. But then what? There's Porcelumix personnel and security mechs nearby. Taking them all the way back to Swabian Temple just isn't feasible.
I agree with the proxy. Besides, they probably haven't tried anything because we've got numbers on our side. Once one of us is alone, chances are he'll make his move. If we can figure out who they're after, we might be able to bait them into slipping up. I think I'm probably the one they're after. How come? Because I just remembered. The crate that hit my window last night had the exact same label as the one we saw in the hollow. Then we were right. That fake concierge really was the one smuggling stuff into the hollow. They tried to go after Alice just because she saw the crate. Whatever they're moving, it has to be something big. Oh, look! Master Pan and Mr. Komano are coming out.
Senior, how did the interrogation go?
He confessed. He told us everything. Come on, let's step away a bit. Don't want that guy overhearing us. Don't worry, Beelion and the others are watching him. All right, this spot'll do. I'll keep it short. That guy was smuggling ether explosives into the hollow.
No wonder it was so heavy.
A Exactly. It was disguised as insulation material during transport, but he didn't dare swap in stronger ropes, worried it'd raise suspicion. That's why the ropes snapped during the lift. He heard Alice shout, and since the crate was damaged, assumed she'd seen the explosives, so he decided to silence her, fearing the whole thing would be exposed.
So that's what happened. But I never even saw what was inside the crate. Pitiful. Trying to hide one crime by committing an even greater crime.
Good thing you all stayed sharp. He played himself and walked right into the trap.
Who ordered him to transport the explosives?
The one who gave him the orders was his superior at Porsalumex. He's just a low-ranking grunt. He doesn't even know what the explosives were meant for. But he said they've been transporting them for 2 weeks now. I did a quick estimate, and the amount of explosives in the hollow is already enough to flatten 100 Swabian temples.
They're definitely planning to use those explosives to destroy something. It's clear now that their crimes aren't just about profiting from illegally producing high-value goods. There's a lot more going on.
Yeah, I agree. By the way, we also have some good news and bad news. Which do you want first?
I'm an optimist. Tell me the good news first.
All right. The good news is that we found an access card and password on him. You'll be able to get into the elevator that you couldn't access before. As for the bad news, he said tomorrow night is the last run for transporting these explosives.
So that means tomorrow's the deadline, and their plan is about to succeed. What's everyone thinking?
We must stop them. As a member of the Timefield family, I can't just stand by and do nothing in the face of such evil. What's wrong? I always thought you were just a nervous, wishy-washy overthinker. Never figured you had this much fire in you.
Miss Timefield, Yuzaha means she's really grateful you're willing to keep helping us. And so am I, of course.
Monato, next time you skip internship classes to work on your side gigs, don't expect me to cover for you.
All right, everyone. It looks like we've made our decision. Let's head back into the Hollow tomorrow morning for another investigation. If we find any critical clues, we'll call for backup immediately.
Sounds like a plan. Tomorrow, Junior Wise and I will provide support from within the temple. Junior Bell, give Shifu a call now. Let's see what she says. It's getting late, and we've got an early start tomorrow. You should all stay at Swabian Temple tonight. That way, we can look out for each other.
Belle, you go ahead and call Yisha and Shifu first. We'll take care of everyone's accommodations.
I see. In any case, Belle, you must all be extremely careful when you head into the Hollow tomorrow. Porsalumex has been busy dealing with the safety investigation, yet our enemies haven't faltered in carrying out their plans. That means they're out of time and desperate to act.
So you mean that they don't have full control over the situation? There's some other factor that's forcing them to act?
It must be so. I shall head out once I settle things tomorrow and should be back at Swabian Temple by night. Strictly speaking, Yunquay Summit should stay out of Waifei Peninsula's affairs, but given the urgency, we'll make an exception.
Sorry to trouble you, Shifu.
There's no need to be so polite. Oh, right. Nothing. Never mind.
What is it, Shifu?
Well, it's nothing particularly significant. Just these past few days, I've had a lingering sense of unease. A few days after we brought the corruption incident under control, some of the data piles in the Hollow suddenly went inactive again. But this time, the data pile failure was brief. The officials believe it was just normal interference caused by the increased miasma levels. I hope I'm just overthinking it. Well, that's all. Go get some sleep. If you want to stay strong, a good sleep schedule is better than any technique.
Understood. I'll go and check if everyone's done tidying up.
Then I'll leave you to it. See you tomorrow.
Belle, the call's already over? I was just about to go say hi to Sufu myself.
Have the rooms been arranged?
We're still trying to figure that out. No one's comfortable taking Sufu's room or Senior Fufu's room. And the room Alice stayed in before is being used to hold the prisoner.
But Miss Ukinami and I just decided to share a room.
In that case, why don't you two stay with me? My room is a bit more spacious since I have to keep the HDD in there. It'll be like a sleepover.
No problem. Whatever makes you happy.
Are you sure it won't be too cramped with the three of you staying here?
Don't judge our space needs by your build! Besides, with this kind of vibe right now, doesn't it feel just like a field trip?
Wow, you're right! I've heard all about them before, but I've never actually been on one of those trips myself.
You never went on a field trip as a student?
No, never. My school has a lot of aristocratic kids, so they thought trips were too risky, and didn't want us spending time showing off and competing like that either. So, we never had one.
Perfect! Then tonight, you get to experience the joys of commoner life. First on the agenda, ghost stories. Wait! Ghost stories? Judging by that face, milady, I can tell that you're the perfect audience. Don't worry, I'll make sure it's a night you'll never forget.
Ooh, count me in too.
What's wrong?
My belt feels a bit heavy. I wanted to take it off, but the buckle seems to be jammed.
Hold still. Let me take a look. We sometimes get similar issues with the crafts at our shop, so I always carry a toolkit with me. See? Here.
Huh? This is...
It's a little tool I made by modifying a hair clip. It's also my lucky charm. You probably recognize this character, right? That show was super popular when we were kids.
Wow, it's Magic Sailor Boo! I used to wait for it to air every week when I was little. How nostalgic.
Right. Yes.
Are you all right? You don't look too happy. Is there something wrong with the hair clip?
It's nothing.
Don't brush me off. Something's definitely bothering you, right?
Actually, I had a pair of hair clips just like this when I was little. They were my favorite, but I lost one of them.
How did you lose it?
Looking at Alice's expression, it doesn't seem as simple as just losing something.
This isn't my first time in Wi-Fi Peninsula. When I was very young, I came here once with my grandfather and father. We visited Porcelumex's lab inside the Hollow. It was my first time being in a Hollow, so I was really excited and wore the clips that day. But just as we were leaving Wi-Fi Peninsula, I suddenly realized the left one was missing. At that point, our whole family was already in the car heading home. But when my father saw me crying over that lost clip, he got out of the car.
Daddy, can you really find my Sailor Boo?
Of course. It's your favorite hair clip. We have to find it. I just happen to have some more questions for the lab researchers anyway. You and Grandpa head home. I'll be back once I find your hair clip.
Thank you, Daddy. It's a promise then. fine, Sailor Boo. If you don't, you can't come back.
Your wish is my command, little princess. Sir Lionel shall reclaim your lost treasure without fail.
I never imagined that would be the last time I'd ever see him.
Huh?
My father got into a car accident on the way home. Public security believes it was caused by fatigue. He crashed into the guardrail on a sharp turn. The fire from the crash was so severe. Grandpa couldn't bear for me to see my father like that. So I only attended his funeral. Can I ask one more thing? What happened to the hair clip you lost? Public security searched the crash vehicle, but found nothing like the hair clip. Not even any fragments. I lost it, and I said those things to him. That's why... Don't be ridiculous! This wasn't your fault! You can't blame yourself like that!
Yuzuha, are you alright?
Sorry. I shouldn't have said that. It's quite alright. I know you mean well, Miss Ukinami. It's not often we get to talk, and I really brought the mood down. Let's change topics. Oh, right. Since Miss Ukinami's hair clip is a good luck charm, there must be a story behind it. Would you be willing to share? It's nothing special, really. This hair clip was simply the first gift I got when I was a kid. So I kept it as a lucky charm.
That's it? I thought there'd be some dramatic, plot-twisty story behind it.
Same.
I thought the same as Belle and Mr. Komono. I'm not hiding anything. I'm just telling it like it is. And come on! We all know each other pretty well by now. So you don't have to keep calling me Miss Ukinami or Manato Mr. Komono. Especially every time I hear you say Mr. Komono, I have to hold back my laughter so hard my abs start to hurt. Very well. From now on, let's be more casual with one another.
Everyone's up. Looks like we're all in good shape. Let's get ready to move out.
Belle, you take everyone to the Hollow with Eos. Senior Inhu and I will support you from afar.